Lord, how it rang. You could hear it talk, you could hear it sing.
There you go. That was some Ricky Skaggs. Good morning. You're listening to WSVS, and I am Angela. This is the Saturday Roundup, and I have a guest this morning, and her name is Ruth. Good morning, Ruth.
Good morning, Angela. Thanks for having me today.
Oh, you're so welcome. I am intrigued by, what's going on at Turning Point. You know, we've been, you've been with us before here, Turning Point. You have, we've talked about your different programs, what you have to offer over there. You've just got a lot going on at Turning Point.
Oh, we do. It's a very exciting time, actually. The last time we spoke to you, we were looking at just starting out, just beginning. We now have a road that goes up to where our center's going to be. So it's really happening. And we have some very, very exciting programs that are already happening right out of Cambridge. So using the space that's available there in the Cambridge Town Hall, the old school, we get to do all these things for people. So we're running programs, but the most exciting one is the new thing that's combating arthritis pain.
The CAP program.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this was inspired. We've been looking for ways that we could help, and we were searching for government grants to help what kind of programs are out there. There was a program by the CDC that said they were looking for non-drug therapies for combating arthritis pain, which is right down our alley.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, right now there's this whole, they found out, it's a new war on drugs. You can't just give people painkillers, because what happens is it doesn't really solve the problem. You just don't care anymore. And that's just sad.
I was going to say that, not to interrupt, but that, and it also causes a plethora of other very bad side effects and consequences, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Time after time they come up with this approved drug now cause these side effects,
right,
which we're finding out are really harming people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So our program that we put together, we actually submitted it for the grant. The idea was, it was set up that only one award could be sent for every state. Well, it turned out they actually recommended us for an award, but only 12 states got any money, and it wasn't Virginia.
Oh, unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. So we decided, well, it's such a good program, we put it together, it's going to work, so we're going to do it anyway.
Okay, so we're talking to Ruth from Turning Point Healing about, other ways of combating arthritis pain. So you're doing a study.
Yes, actually what we've created, we're calling it a 6-week CAP program,
okay,
Combating Arthritis Pain.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like a 6-week camp. It's 3 days a week where people come for an hour and a half for each of those days. And what we're doing is one of the things each day that's proven to help arthritis pain. So one of it is a gentle stretching type of yoga. But it's not the one where you get on the floor and put your head behind, or your foot behind your head.
Right, right. Or completely invert upside down.
That's right.
None of that.
That's right. It's really just about getting the body moving again.
Okay.
Because joints don't replenish the fluid in them unless it moves. So there's a very gentle yoging. Then another thing that was proven to help arthritis pain is strengthening the body. Now, nobody's going to go to a lift weights, jumping around aerobic exercise if they're in pain. So what this one does is gentle. We're working with a weight specifically designed for arthritis. It's called a Dyna-Ring. So you can hold it in your hands without having to have a grip of steel. And you can move it around in different ways. You could even hang it off your elbow if your hands were hurting too much. Wow. So it's a wonderful thing. And little by little, it doesn't matter how much you do. You can start with 1 pound or nothing at all. But little by little, we're looking for measurable ways of increasing range of motion, of lessening pain, of giving people more capabilities. And then the third class, because it rotates through the week, the third one is one that I love. It's called a walk with purpose. So they say that you can absolutely help arthritis by walking. And that's great. But walking with your head down, counting each step, thinking, when is this going to be over, is not fun. So our Walks with Purpose is we take people out, and it's an educational adventure while we're walking.
Interesting.
So if we're walking around Kenbridge, we can be talking about some of the history. Actually, we're hoping that maybe somebody will come who went to the old Kenbridge School when it was there, who can tell us some of the history there. The places, the people, the shops, the town. And we also will be doing one where we can take people out perhaps to High Bridge, where we walk across the bridge and share, again, the history. Our South Central is so full of history and places and things to see and things to connect to.
Yes, it is.
So the whole thing is, it has to be fun. Because our program is not about getting people to trudge through the day. But nobody really can just work out when they're in pain. But we don't want them to work. We want them to come play with us, have fun, enjoy what they're doing. And after the 6 weeks are over, to think, wow, that one thing I really love, and to keep doing it. Because that keeps them healthy and happy and on the right track again. That's what we're going to prove with our first study group. And we are going to have more groups. We're looking for organizations or companies or people that would sponsor a group. And there's no cost to the people who come to the CAP class.
Oh, that's wonderful. I did see that. It is free of charge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love the idea of, first of all, you know, mindfulness, simple yoga, so important. You know, the stretching, the strengthening the muscles, supporting the joint, and then walking with a purpose, and then almost a diversion too, right? Because you're not focusing on, you know, the pain, and, you know, like you said, you're in a different space, as I might say. I'm hoping that's what you're.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely, because it makes you want to be there and enjoying that you're not alone, that you're walking with other people.
I like that, and I think camaraderie. I love the fact that, you know, like you said, it's a group of people enjoying, you know, establishing relationships.
Yes, yes. So hopefully 2 or 3 people from the class might say, hey, we love doing these walks. And at Turning Point Healing, we're still running, we're calling them Capabilities class.
Okay.
So they're
Cute.
classes that are made for people who do have some limitations. I hate to call them disabilities because they're more about capabilities that are different.
Okay.
But some limitations where nobody wants to feel like they're left behind or be the only person sitting in a chair in a place where everyone else is standing on their head. So this is a place where you can come with other people and know that it's safe, supportive, and the people who are leading them also know what it feels like to have some joint pain.
Inclusion, so important for us. We need to know that we're not alone.
Absolutely.
Yes, and whatever it is, in our, you know, pain or suffering, or even, you know, in the healing process. So, I love the idea of this. So let's give everybody information on where they can go. You have a website here, and you have a phone number.
Yes, yes. Our website for the CAP program is www.go-cap.org. So go-cap.org will take them right to the CAP website.
Okay.
And it does talk about our study because we are seeking study participants. And so our phone number is 434-808-1575. So it's 434-808-1575. And that's Turning Point Healing Retreat Center.
And, you know, most people who are listening here know where Kenbridge is. It's just the sweetest little Main Street town. We've got, you know, one of our sponsors has a store there, Pat, and we just love her. And the town it's a beautiful town. It's a lovely area. It's not that far away, people. You can get there. I love the sound of this. It's wonderful. Again, this is a 6-week combating arthritis pain, drug-free, non-drug solutions to those diagnosed with mild or moderate arthritis pain. So the first session starts
on September 10th.
Okay, September 10th, the first session.
And for this study, we're asking people to come and sign up and be willing to, because in this study we actually have Dr. Teresa Moore, who's on our board,
Okay.
who's going to be evaluating people and actually measuring what's your range of motion, what's your pain level, and making sure that it's safe for everyone to be out there walking or to find out what you're capable of, and then to measure it at the end. Because when you can prove results, the pain went down, the range of motion went up, you can walk
Exactly.
farther, you can move better. Those are provable, and
Right.
that proves our study.
Right, so you have to have your data. You've got to have your before data, our baseline, and then we see whether or not there's progress, and hopefully there will be. Tell me more about the physician that's going to be.
Well, Dr. Teresa Moore was born in Virginia. She's worked here. She's a primary care physician.
Okay.
And we were fortunate enough to have her step on the board of Turning Point Healing because she is, I guess you would say, an out-of-the-box physician because she believes in things like this to empower people, not to make us dependent upon the drugs, upon the tests, upon other people, but to empower people. So that's one of the reasons that she joined us. And she's a wonderful, she brings to us that extra, the credentials and the experience to make sure that everything that we do really does work.
Wonderful. Now, if you wouldn't mind, Ruth, aside from the CAP, and we'll talk a little bit more about this, we're going to wind up here in a little bit, and we'll give you this information. What I'm going to do also is we'll put this on our website. We'll take a picture of, excuse me, this, your flyer. We'll go ahead and put it on our Facebook page. And then we also, of course, we want anybody who's interested in this to go to excuse me, cap.org. www.go-cap.org. You can go on there or call 434-808-1575. 434-808-1575. For if you're interested in this CAP program, this is a 6-week combating arthritis pain therapy, non-drug solutions to those diagnosed with mild or moderate arthritis pain. There is a physician that is going to get your baseline data, and then you'll be evaluated at the end. It just sounds like a wonderful opportunity for people. Now, and again, folks, there is no cost to any of this, okay? What are the hours? What are you looking at as far as the hours?
Actually, the hour and a half is 10 o'clock to 11:30 in the morning, so
Okay.
10 to 11:30 a.m. And it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right there at the Kenbridge Town Hall Community Facility.
And you've had other programs there. Before we leave, tell the audience, in case they're tuning in for the first time in hearing about Turning Point, what other programs you offer with Turning Point?
Well, Turning Point Healing is actually an educational facility, so we want to help people learn new things. And so we offer yoga classes. We're bringing in chair yoga classes so that people don't have to get on the floor.
Wonderful.
We offer some movement classes. We do have a sit fit class that's going to be starting, which is going to be working. It's a capabilities class or a capabilities class. And then we have a pro fit class, which is more about stretch yourself out, get ready, and then go out walking. But this one, you're walking with weights and you're doing some movement, and it's getting you even in better shape, and you don't have to do it alone. And we also, besides those programs, we're working on a program for veterans. There are 2 of us on the board who are vets, and we want to... Virginia has one of the biggest populations of vets, and it's growing all the time.
Right.
And our program, though, is not about the disabilities, but again about the capabilities. So we're looking, and actually the program that we're bringing in early next year is going to be about connecting older vets to newer vets, because there are people with a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge who can't quite do things anymore. And then there are those who are coming out who would love to be a part of a team again, a part of something. So we're talking about that as our victory team for bringing the vets together, because, we've already won. And now it's just about having fun, enjoying, and being of service.
And will you come back and talk about the veteran program with us?
Absolutely. I would love to.
I would love to hear about that. I know you've done, and you do some work with post-traumatic stress, do you not?
We do a lot of recovery types of works, and a lot of coming back and doing what you love to do. We're also running or planning programs that bring people together, relationships. So we have a lot of experience in bringing. So here you have someone who's been out in the field for a year or two, telling people where to go, taking orders and things, and someone back at home who's been taking care of the family, doing the shopping, taking care of the house. And when the two come together, you have two leaders butting heads. And the divorce rate is horrible.
It is.
And that then leads into the fact of, we're losing 20 vets a day to suicide. And often it's not those who were hurt out in the field. It's those who come back and now they hurt because it doesn't feel like they fit anymore.
They're having trouble adjusting. Absolutely. Right. So I would love if you would come back and talk about your programs for veterans. We could do another session, I would love to have you back for
Absolutely.
that, Ruth.
Yes.
So we've been talking with Ruth Brown, and is it Debbie Vigneri?
Yes, Debbie Vigneri is one of our
Wonderful.
teachers.
Okay,
Yep.
wonderful. And they are I guess you are the creators of Turning Point Healing.
Well, we are 2 of 5.
Okay.
Dr. Teresa Moore and John and Joanne Stugart round out our board of 5.
Okay.
All of us into different types of educators, all of us teachers and leaders in our own right, all of us who wanted to bring something down here to give back to what is an incredibly safe and beautiful place and environment and community.
It is beautiful in Southside Virginia, is it not? Wonderful. Well, we've just been listening to Ruth Brown talk about combating arthritis pain, their CAP program. Turning Point Healing Retreat Center is developing a pilot program that will offer a 6-week CAP, combating arthritis pain therapy agenda, that offers a non-drug solution to those diagnosed with mild or moderate arthritis pain. The first session starts in September. In Cambridge would be September 10th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The goal of CAP is to teach and empower participants through a variety of techniques and tools to help manage the debilitating effects of this disease and break the spiraling cycle of immobility, loss of activity, and degradation of quality of life. And that is so true. There's no cost to participants if you'd like to be considered for this innovative program. Again, the phone number, get your pen and paper. We'd like you to call 434-808-1575, 434-808-1575, or go to their website, www.go-cap.org, www.go-cap.org for an application. The pilot program will gather data to provide the program's quality and success. The number of participants in the session is limited to 10. So if you're interested in this, get on this today. I would say don't waste any time to get involved with this wonderful program. And that phone number that I gave is, you can call with information to ask any information about any of the other programs that Turning Point has, Healing has, veterans programs, a lot of educational, yoga. There's just a variety of services that you provide, so people can get information calling that number.
And we do have a Turning Point website, which is turningpointhealing.org.
turningpointhealing.org. We'll talk about this. I'll mention this again later on in the program. We'll try to put, I'm going to get one of our young techie kids to put this on our Facebook. We'll put this on our Facebook page as well. Any last words, Ruth?
No, thank you for letting me be here. I think that the people who listen to the station, many of them, almost everyone has been touched by arthritis, either by themselves or in their family. And we just can reach out there and make a difference for everyone. And if you don't get in the first program, we're going to be running others because we are positive this program works.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us here. You've just been listening to Ruth Brown with Turning Point Healing at turningpointhealing.org, talking about the Combating Arthritis Pain, or CAP program. And again, if you want more information, you may go to their website, turningpointhealing.org. You may also call them at 434-808-1575. You're listening to the Saturday Roundup, WSVS 97.1 FM, 800 AM.
97.1 FM, 800 AM, WSVS crew. Depend on it.